Hello everyone. Now we're going to actually solve couple of problems. Okay, so first we're going to do one exercise. All right, so here we have this following relation. All right, following relation. So we have the primary key, car number, and the salesperson. So this relation is about car sale. We can see that this is a relation like where it is going to keep track of which car has been sold by which salesperson. Then each car has a date for when it was sold, like what was the commission and what was the discount amount. Okay, so we have these two functional dependency, and based on this primary key and the functional dependency, we have to find out whether this relation is in first normal form, second normal form, or third normal form. Okay, and we have to say why this is not in any normal form. If not, then we have to do the normalization. Okay, so let's do the exercise. All right, so in this relation we have actually the primary key, car number, and salesperson. Okay, so a car may be sold by multiple salespeople. All right, so that's why the car number and the salesperson is the primary key. Okay, so this one is other additional dependency, and additional dependency where discount amount actually is determined by the date sold, and commission percentage determined by the salesperson. Okay, so first of all, first normal form. So if we look at this table relation, actually each of the attribute value is going to be a single atomic value. Car number, date sold, salesperson, commission percentage, discount amount, each of the value, they are actually single atomic value, and there is no nested relation. So we can say that this is in first normal form. Okay, now let's test for second normal form. So this relation has a primary key, car number, and salesperson. So primary key contains two attributes, so that means actually we have to test whether there is a violation of second normal form. Okay, so I have to find out whether any non-key attribute is partially dependent on the primary key. Okay, all right, so I can see that here I have the commission amount which only depends on the salesperson. Okay, so let's give the name FD1 and FD2. So I have here commission percentage which only depends on the value of salesperson. Okay, so the commission percentage is, this functional dependence is partially, okay, on primary key. Okay, so FD2 second normal form. All right, so now what I have to do means I have to do the normalization. Okay, so let me do it in a separate page. All right, so I have to do the normalization. So my table, let me write down the table. So I have this table here, car sale. So this table has car number, date sold, salesperson, commission and discount amount. So this is my primary key. All right, and commission is determined by the value of salesperson. All right, so in this normalization, what I have to do, I have to take all the non-key attribute that is partially dependent on the primary key. Okay, so this is the attribute commission is determined by the salesperson. So I have to create a decomposed relation where I will have the salesperson and the commission. So I'm just writing it in a short value. Okay, and the salesperson will be the primary key because commission depends on the value of salesperson. Okay, and then I am going to take I am going to have another relation where I have to actually store the original primary key. Okay, there is actually no other functional dependency that validates second normal form, so I'm going to have only one more relation. So here I will have the car number, the salesperson, okay, and all other attribute that are fully functional dependent on those primary key. Okay, so date sold, and discount amount. Okay, and these are the primary key. Okay, so sorry about the bad picture, but this is actually one relation. Okay, so this relation R, if this relation is R, that will be decomposed by R1 and R2. All right, now you can look at this R1 and R2. All right, and these are actually all our functional dependency. So based on those functional dependency, there is no violation of second normal form. Okay, all right, now let's find out whether we have this violation of third normal form. Okay, so first of all, these two relation, now I have to actually test these two relation R1 and R2. Okay, these two relation is in second normal form. Okay, second normal form, but now I have to check whether there is any violation of third normal form. So I have a functional dependency FD1 where discount amount is determined by the value of date sold. Okay, is determined by the value of date sold. Okay, so you can see that discount amount, which is a non-key attribute, and date sold is another non-key attribute. Okay, so here this one is a non-key attribute, this one is a non-key attribute, means as we said in our general definition of third normal form, means any non-key attribute cannot be determined by another non-key attribute. Okay, means this is going to create a transitive dependency. So how is that? Because let's see, date sold is determined by the value of car and salesperson. So discount amount is determined by the car and discount amount is determined by the date sold, and also discount amount is determined by the car and salesperson, right? So the here the functional dependency are like that. Okay, so date sold determines the value of discount amount. So this car and salesperson determines the value of date sold. Also this determines the value of discount amount. Okay, so you can see the transitive dependency here. All right, so that means this functionally dependency violates third normal form. Okay, third normal forms in relation R2. Alright, so R2 has a violation of third normal form. So what I have to do, I have to decompose R2. Alright, so let's do that. So the R2 here looks like that. I have car number, alright. So here this is the actually dependency, this is the dependency that is causing the third normal form violation. Okay, so I have to take care of that. So what I have to do, I have to take this non-key attribute which is determined by another non-key attribute, means I have to actually keep them in a separate relation. So date sold and discount amount will be in a separate relation. Okay, and date sold will be the primary key because this is the one that is determining the value of discount amount. Okay, so let's give it the name of R22. all right, and here I will have another relation with the attribute car number, salesperson number and date sold. Okay, I'm just writing in shortcut and date sold. Okay, let me give it name R21. Alright, so now you can look at the R21 and R22. There is no violation of third normal form. Okay, so finally our decomposition would be from R. Okay, R was our initial relation. From R we got R1, R21 and R22. Okay, so R1 is salesperson and commission. So R21 is and date. Alright, and R22 is this one, date sold, means date. Actually I'm just writing date instead of date sold. Okay, so this is actually same attribute. Alright, so this one and this one is the same attribute. Okay, that just don't be confused. Okay, I'm just writing in a shortcut way. Okay, so date sold and alright, here these are the primary key. Okay, so in R1 salesperson is the primary key, R21 car number salesperson is the primary key, and in R22 date sold is the primary key. Okay, so this is actually, let me just write it, the real value, real attribute name. Here it is actually date sold. Alright, so date sold is the primary key. Alright, and that's how we are going to decompose the car sale value. So our next exercise is about book. Okay, so this table keep track of actually every book, where each book has book title, author name, book type, list price, author affiliation and publisher. Okay, So let's assume that book title, one book can be authored by actually multiple authors, right? So book title and author name is the primary key. Okay, now I'm going to actually ask you to do that by yourself. All right, just follow all the steps. Means first check whether it is violating any first normal form. Okay, first normal form testing is easy. Then check that whether this is in second normal form. mm, if so, then decompose the relations. Okay, then check that each of the decomposed relation whether there is violation of third normal form. Okay, please do that. We are going to actually talk about the solution in the next class.